I am impatient. Let's go. Welcome everyone. I just need to put my phone away and all the stuff. I'm impatient and I want to start now because I am so much looking forward to playing more Phoenix Wright. The game is amazing and yeah. So, how are you all tonight? Hope you're all doing just wonderfully. Okay, let's do like this and hope that things work the way I want it to. Which is of course no. The camera is not working as usual. Why is it so hard to actually get this camera working right? Okay, let's do this again. Do like this, properties, disable, activate. No? Nope. I guess it's because it's the same camera. Oh, let's kill this music. So, we are about to start on day 3 of trial. It's actually, oh, it's day 3. Oh, that'll be the last day. I thought it would be one more day, but oh well. Mr. Wright? Yes? Why do you look so unhappy? Oh, nothing. Really, it's nothing. Right, Mia? She looks even unhappier. Phoenix, your client is now practically a dead man walking. Perhaps that's why I feel particularly close to him. This is no type of dead people jokes, please. You know we're going into this trial utterly defenseless. Yet, if Mr. Power truly is innocent, we should be able to find something overlooked in the evidence to prove it. Something overlooked? We have to find something, Phoenix, today. It's that or lose a trial. This isn't going to be easy. I mean, dead people talk in this game. They say dead men tell no tales, but Mia is proving us very, very, very wrong on that. Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Will Powers. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Very well, Mr. Edgeworth, your opening statement, please. An unexpected fact has come to the attention of the court. Yesterday, we learned that there were other people present at the studios. Today, I would like to show the evidence proving that they had nothing to do with the murder. Very well. You may call your first witness, Mr. Edgeworth. I wonder if it'll be that producer. The prosecution calls Mr. Salmonella to the stand. Too bad Pix isn't here to witness our interrogation of this horrendous person. Or that director. Will the witness state his name and profession? I really don't want to voice act this guy. How rude can you get? You don't know me? I'm the director. I might steal samurai knob. Ruffle. I changed the way he speaks again, but whatever. Salmonella, I'm a director. Television. Were you at the Global Studios on the day of the murder? Yes, Your Honor. Very well. Please testify to the court about the events of that day. Phoenix, let's stop by picking this testimony apart. If Powers is innocent, you know what that means. Someone in the trailer on that day did it. Right. She doesn't waste any time putting under pressure. I was at the studios from around 9 that morning. During the morning I was doing an action scene run through. It took a little bit more time than I thought it would. I heard that everyone else ate lunch at the employee area, but I had a meeting at Studio 2 trailer, so I ended up skipping lunch. We were in the meeting up until around 4. During the meeting, well, I'm pretty sure no one left their chairs. That's about it. So we already know the here, but I'm not really sure if we have this in the court record. We don't, which is problematic. I guess we're gonna have to get it then. According to your testimony, you were in a meeting at that time. Mr. Wright, you may begin your cross-examination. Yes, Your Honor. This is not new information, but we're gonna press it regardless. Is that when you always come to work? Oh no, I come in at all sorts of hours. It's the industry way. Yeah, I don't know all about the freaks in your industry. Still, FWIW, I was pretty busy all that day. I'm actually not... Can you think of what that could be, Mina? I mean, for something... No, I actually cannot think what this is. Frowny face. Tell us more about that. Normally I'm pretty on point with that, but that one is pretty obscure for me. In the employee area? That's right. It was the fighting scene between the Steel Samurai and the Evil Magistrate. Was anyone else at the run-through? Oh yeah, that security lady was sitting there watching the whole time, lol. She was cheering on Hammer, if you can believe it. She certainly has lungs for it. Anyone else? Nope, just us 4. Yes, that's correct. Why did it go on so long? I'm pretty sure you've already heard about this, but we beat his ankle during the run-through, see? Oh, right, that's a limp. Which of course led to me missing my lunch, roughs. Rolling on floor screaming? I guess? Roughs? Starving, okay. Rolling on the floor, starving. Fair. This is incorrect though. Well, this is correct, but the next one is not. What exactly did I have for lunch? A T-bone steak. The assistant cooked some up. Oh no, I'm not even going to try that. Ow. Come to think of it, there was a plate with some bones on it in the employee area. Ah, for what it's worth. Okay, for whoever is wondering. Aha. Everyone else meaning that the witness did not eat with them. This is incorrect. He did not skip lunch. So in the end, you didn't get to eat? Yeah, no steak at least. Can you believe it? That must have been tough. Phoenix? Yeah? Doesn't something about that seem odd to you? Because, let's see... No, I don't have this. It's not contradictory, but it's a little bit vague. Actually, there's something bothering me. Mr. Manella, just now you said steak at least. So you ate something other than steak? Yeah, good call. I had some chocolate in my pocket, which I used up to stave off starvation. I see. Is that all? I was sure there was something there. Okay, maybe we'll have to get back to that later. What were you discussing? A Steel Samurai story on our budget. Get this! Sponsors turn to me and say, Mr. Manella, those scripts of yours are not appropriate for children. Can you believe it? Actually, I kind of can. So nobody left the table during the whole meeting? You didn't take a single break? Well... Yeah, not one. Huh, what's he sweating about so much, I wonder? If only I had an idea. I'll wait for one to come up and hit it with it later. Phoenix? If his alibi holds, Powell is finished. Press him as hard as you can and find out where he's lying. Okay, so... this one is the only one that really is, like, contradictory, but at the same time... we are looking for the... I don't know if it's contradictory. Wait a minute, let's check on the profiles if there's something here in the profiles here we can use. Press it at the studio. Oh, right. He's on it at the studio. Not at the, not necessarily there. Actually a little bit unsure. Mr. Manella? What do you want? When I went to Studio 2, I saw something on the table there. There were 2 plates. The same kind of plates as the ones in the employee area. Who ate lunch there? Okay, so we actually didn't have to have those plates. No one, no, good call. I was embarrassed so I didn't mention it. But I did eat after all. A T-bone steak, you mean? Yeah, well... I mean... the assistant went through all that trouble. I brought it to the trailer, thinking I could eat it later. Certainly a man who likes to eat. I expected as much. Oh, right, I'm just gonna do like this. See if we can get some friends or some other people in here. Some friends of mine in here. Just to see. What the hell? What's this here? Past Academy. Oh, it's Snorri. Why is Snorri's always on vacation, it feels. So, when exactly did you eat it? We took one break during that meeting. We'll sit down then. A mental image I will carry with me to my grave. Wait a second. If they took a break in that meeting, that contradicts his testimony. I'll press on that one bit once more. There. What's this one? Wait a second. Maybe I do have an idea. Press harder. Wait a second. Mr. Manella, you just contradicted yourself. Didn't you just tell the court that you ate that T-bone steak during a break? Oops, Ruffle. Well, Mr. Manella, what's this all about? Well, yeah, I guess it did take a little break. Phoenix, great job. If they took a break, one of them could have gone to the studio during that time. Your Honor, I call on a witness to testify to the court about this break. Very well. Mr. Manella, your testimony, please. Uh-oh. Just a moment. Edgeworth is laughing. Yeah, for whomever is wondering, we took a break, lawful. But it was only 15 minutes. 15! That's only 13 in base 12. Not even enough time for someone to say, commit murder in Studio 1, lol. That's only enough time for people to eat a T-bone steak, if you ask me. I don't think it will be enough time for that, but that's just me. Very well, you may begin your cross-examination. Hello there, Farnwell. You are just in time for me to start this all up. Basically. So let's start pressing. What time exactly did you take this break? I'd say it was from around 2:30 to or so until 2:45. 2:30? That's the time of the death. So he could have gone to Studio 1, killed Hammer, and come back. And thank you for the host there, Farnwell. I guess it's possible, time-wise. Do tell all your friends that we're here. What were you doing for those 15 minutes? Eating my T-bone steak, what else? There were 2 plates on the table. Oh, right, the other one was Divaske's plate. Divaske's the producer. To eat a T-bone steak in 15 minutes, that's quite a feat. This face is so creepy. Why is that? Haven't we had enough of this pointless line of questioning? Your Honor, the testimony to this point has made one certain fact painfully clear. The people in the trail had nothing to do with this murder. It was impossible for any of them to go to Studio 1. What? Something wrong, Mr. Wright? Surely you aren't suggesting that one of these people in the trailer went to Studio 1? Well, Mr. Wright. Phoenix, this is critical. Think about it before you give your answer. Do we even have that? As it stands, this is not possible. Because if it's 2:30 to this one, then this one will be in the way, so it's not. I don't want to write up many possible subjects, but I can't keep claiming the impossible either. I agree that it was impossible for anyone in the trailer to go to the studio in that time. I thought you might be thoughtlessly treading on thin ice again, but I see you at least have an inkling of the truth. What do you mean, Mr. Edgeworth? It is quite simple. True, the break in the trailer meeting came right at the time of death. However, the path from there to the scene of the crime was blocked. The fallen Miss Monkeyhead was barred the way. Around 2:30, a strong gust of wind knocked off the studio's mascot's head. Ergo, when people in the trailer took a break at 2:30, the way to the studio was blocked. Blocked by Miss Monkey's severed head. It's actually Mr. Monkey, but Edgeworth has a point. And somehow I feel no desire to correct him. I believe it was... You have seen enough evidence. I would like to relieve Mr. Manella from the stand. What? It's over? I would also like to get him away off the stand, the sooner the better. Very well, the court's opinion on this case is as follows. We have found that there were several other people in Studio 2 on the day of the murder. However, it is also clear that none of these people could have gone to Studio 1. They have therefore no relation to this case. Furthermore, with regards to the photo of the Steel Samurai, Given the size of this costume, no other than Mr. Powers could have worn it that day. All that is lacking is decisive evidence that he is the one who did it. If we had that, I'm afraid I would have to find Mr. Powers guilty. Your Honor, the prosecution is pleased to announce that we do indeed have a decisive evidence, a witness. Who is this witness, Mr. Edgeworth? My witness saw the very moment when the steel samurai skewered the victim. Order! I will have order! I see. The court will take a 10-minute recess after we have heard your witness. The court is adjourned for recess. Okay, I actually misread that, whatever. What do we do now, Mia? If everyone in that trailer has an alibi... I'm sorry, Phoenix. I guess I was wrong. Mia! Don't tell me that you're giving up. If you're giving up, what hope do I have? Don't get me wrong. I've never given up on a trial before. Not when there was a chance. Only one thing became clear in your cross-examination. The people in the trailer could not have gone to Studio One. I thought there might be more to it than that, but I was wrong. That is all there is. What's going to happen to me? It kind of seems like everyone in that courtroom thinks I did it. They think I'm a murderer. Don't worry, Mr. Powers. If you're innocent, we will prove it. I guarantee it. Leave it to us and be yourself. Be strong. You are the Steel Samurai, hero of children everywhere after all. You. Thanks. Okay, Phoenix. This is one for the kids. Let's do it. Court is back in session for the trial of Mr. Will Powers. The prosecution has a concern. As a witness is a grade schooler of tender years and this is a murder case, we worry that the defense might cause unnecessary trauma with his cruel questioning. Nice to see Edgeworth taking the moral high ground. However, we have no choice. The prosecution calls Cody Hackins to the stand. Your Honor, perhaps you could arrange a box for him to stand on. Oh, right. God, please bring him a box. One of those donut crates should do. Will the witness state his name and grade in school? Witness! What? Just because you're grown up doesn't mean you can push me around. Cody, answer his question, okay? Hey, it's you, the nice lady. Let's see, there. I'm Cody Hackins. I'm in 2nd grade. I get the feeling this is going to be a long, long day. Mr. Edgeworth, please remember that you're speaking to a child. Try to be gentle. Witness, I mean, Cody. He's having trouble with this gentle thing. You were present. You were at the Global Studio on the day of the incident. You got a problem with that? Please tell us what you saw that day. What, Pops? You want me to tell you and Grams with a beard over there? Just, Mr. Edgeworth will be fine. I prefer bearded gentleman myself. A very long day. Incidentally, photographic equipment is strictly forbidden in this courtroom. My apologies, Your Honor. He said he couldn't testify if he couldn't bring it. I'd like special permission if that is possible. Wait, you're saying you had to bargain terms with a kid and you lost? Hey, I just got this new camera. Don't really know how to use it all that good yet. but I'll bring it with me wherever I go. Phoenix. I wonder if he had that camera on the day of the murder. You'd better make note of it in the court record. Very well, Cody. Please testify to the court about what you saw on the day of the incident. So what's Kaimo doing, Farnwell? I wanted to see a Steel Samurai rehearsal just once. I found a map on the internet and went to the studio on that day. I went through the woods off the path so the old lady wouldn't catch me. I was going for the studio. I got kind of lost on the way though, for about 30 minutes. When I came out of the studio, there was a Steel Samurai. It totally rocked. Right before my eyes, out came the bad guy. Of course, the Steel Samurai took him down. Pow! If I had my camera with me, that would have been a time for a shot, I tell you. Anyway, I couldn't get into the studio, so I went home. Hello there, Alex. Very well, the defense may begin its cross-examination, but be gentle. Remember, you're talking to a child. This kid is tougher than most adults I see in here, honestly. So, always carries this. We already know this, so there is something weird here already. That if you pay attention, you'll know there's something wrong here. Oh, Hollow Knight is so good. You're in for a real treat. How are you finding it? I hope you're enjoying yourself thus far. Let's see, so this one here, is weird because he already said that he always carries his camera. So if you had your camera, you mean you weren't carrying your camera then? No, I wasn't. It's not like I have it all the time. Really? I guess he ended up killing freaked him out, and when he went home. Phoenix, remember he's a child. Use gentle words, but be firm. Easy for you to say. Okay, so this one is the problem we have here because really no. Good. Cody, what you just said seems, well, a little strange. Didn't you say before you always bring your digital camera wherever you go? You were quite clear about that. Huh? Cody, you shouldn't lie here. You understand that, right? Mr. Wright, a word with you. Uh-oh. Was I putting on the pressure too much? What is this digital camera contraption you're talking about? It's a digital camera, Your Honor. It's kind of a new sort of camera. How do I explain that? I see. Anyway, Cody, I can't believe you wouldn't bring your camera out on a trip to the studios. You did bring it, didn't you? Oh, yeah. Mr. Wright, how cruel are you to terrorize our poor child so? I don't care if he's a child or a prosecuting attorney. No one should lie in court. What do you mean by a prosecuting attorney? Well, Cody? What? Yeah, so I had my camera, so what? You got a problem with that? So you did have a camera. And did you use this camera? Why would I use it? I was too busy watching. Very well. Please testify to the court about what you were busy watching. I mean, yeah, the digital cameras were a new thing back then. And this game is old. I actually don't know how old it is, but it is pretty old. Yeah, I had my camera with me, but I was so glued to the action I couldn't take my eyes off it. The Steel Samurai, he goes for the bad guy and wham! Then the bad guy stopped moving. He's so strong. The Steel Samurai rules. So, oh, is that all? Well, that was brief. Mr. Wright, your cross-examination.